devious. OldClassicGamer here, and I would like to discuss about the recent happenings with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise and some news. So, first of all, I would like to say that Sonic Lost World is definitely not a bad game in my opinion. Now, there are probably some people who were wondering that because I made a video about Sonic Lost World once, where I was kind of disappointed that Sega signed a deal with a Nintendo to make the game Nintendo exclusive, because I wished the game to be available on all platforms instead of only on the Nintendos. So that video got mixed reception. I'm not gonna say it was completely positive or completely negative. So it was mixed reception, and okay, nobody was wrong there. It's just opinion based after all. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. I like Sonic's Lost World. It's a really great game. I really wish they make more games with the Deadly Six. I hope they make a return in the next gen Sonic game, whatever that is. I'll get into that later. And yeah, overall it was a good game. It was unfairly misjudged. The bad reviews, those are all the opinions, but still, I think the people who gave the game a negative score were a little bit exaggerating. It's not that bad, honestly, of a game. I still wish to play the Wii U version of the game, because after all, it is a main version, and I'm definitely gonna be getting the Wii U once. I'm just waiting for a right price. I'm gonna try to I'm searching always for the auctions, and I'm just hoping to win it for not so much expensive, because I just don't want to spend too much money, but still want to have the system, because I also need money for the PS4 if the new Crash game gets announced. I'm getting the console, so yeah. But we're waiting for the E3 for that one. So Sonic Lost World, good game. Can't wait to see what it will Sonic Team do next. Now, regarding Sonic as a franchise, I would like to talk first about that poster which appeared to say the news. So, apparently, according to that poster, the next gen Sonic game will be in 2015 for the Wii U, Xbox One, and the PS4. Now, if that's true, I'm totally excited. Like, the next gen Sonic game, just think about it. Think about the next. What could they do? There's so many possibilities. What can they do with Sonic? They can expand the gameplay. They can mix all the formulas before. They can make the game open world. And yeah, overall, there's so many possibilities for the next gen Sonic game. I mean, it has to be good, right? Well, according to Sega, actually according to the articles that quoted Sega, the poster was not providing good information, and basically, it's not true. Now, whatever the reports on that were false or not, because I never officially see I'm only when the news like that I'm usually not really believing the journalists. I always want to see a company tweet or write somewhere publicly about it, because in recent times, I started really doubting at those journalists that they're only going to write stuff to get publicity and post misleading information. I'm not attacking anyone. I don't know if this is true or not, so it could be either way. But yeah, I hope it's not. But if it is, then okay, I understand. Maybe it's just not ready to be revealed. Maybe they're still planning. Yeah. But something that was correct on that poster was that the new Sonic cartoon will be Sonic Boom, and they posted some information about it, definitely. And overall, it's gonna be on Cartoon Network. So yay! I have Cartoon Network. I can watch it when it starts getting broadcasted. That's of course not fake, and we have tons of information about Sonic Boom, and I'm gonna be talking about it in a second. I just want to say one more thing. The Sega said that the 2014 will be Year of Sonic. Now, really, I had to laugh. Sorry, but Year of Sonic, it just really it is a bit unoriginal. Now, I'm not saying they're ripping off or anything. They have a right to call every year the year of Sonic for all I care. It's their character, their right. But it just seems a little bit unoriginal, especially because the 2013 was the year of Luigi. So yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's just they're even calling it the same. They could have been maybe a bit more original about the event, but I guess maybe calling it Year of Sonic was for the best. I don't know. Overall, I'm looking forward to see what is Sega planning to do with Sonic for the 2014. If there's still some news to be announced in the future. Yeah. Overall, you people know that I am a universal Sonic fan. I don't make like exception. Oh, I like this game. I hate this game. Oh, the modern classic. No, I enjoy Sonic as a series as a whole. Of course, there's some bad games, but they're bad games from both classic era and the modern era. So you can't say that either one sucks and the other one doesn't. That both eras have good and bad games overall. So yeah, I like Sonic as a whole franchise. So now about Sonic Boom. I have to say, first, it was leaked much earlier, like the shadows were seen and basically it was confirmed that some person, when I heard that the person who was working for My Little Pony was gonna work on that cartoon, like, I was like, oh god, no. I thought it's gonna be in the same fashion, same style, and I was like, man, this isn't gonna work. But then I saw the shadows and it looked alright, like Sonic, Tails, Amy, they look fine, but Knuckles, that's the only one, that it just looks so out of place. He's like on the steroids and well, Knuckles was always the physically strongest of the main cast. He was the strongest physically, but still, it just looks like a photoshopped model. It's just it's like the regular model of Knuckles made by Sonic Team, but just photoshopped and added some bandages. So overall, when I saw shadows, I was like, okay, this looks interesting. I definitely wanted to see more. And recently, we found out how the models look like. We found the trailer for the cartoon, so I'm going to say my thoughts about those. So, the character design, like, I was first asking a question. I was asking myself, why did they decide to redesign it? Like, Sonic Team made pretty good models for the characters, so I was a bit confused, like, why did they need to redesign them for this cartoon? Like, why? But then, again, when you look at the Sonic Team characters, it is maybe a bit too much Japanese looking for the Western audience now. We need to remember that they're not making a Sonic Boom for Japanese fans. Like, of course, in the West there are tons of people who are a fan of Japanese culture, Japanese style of animation and stuff. So yeah, but we need to look at the main audience. The main audience for the Sonic Boom are children, and children in the West really are not that familiar with Japan because. They probably watch the anime, but maybe they don't even know it's Japanese or anything. They're basically not that familiar, and they will maybe find it weird a bit. So they need to adapt something to fit their culture, and yeah, that's probably the reason for redesigning the characters, so that they look a little bit more American, how you would say, and yeah. So Sonic, he looks okay, I guess. I don't have any major complaint about it, and it just, heck, his new redesign kind of reminds me a bit of Rayman, to be honest. Like, it's funny because Rayman did copy Sonic's movements in Rayman Raving Rabbids mobile version made by Gameloft. The gameplay was like a Sonic game, and yeah, pretty much now Sonic is trying to copy Raven's looks like, I don't know, it's just funny. Nothing personal against the change. Yeah, so he looks alright, and they got all the familiar cast for the voice acting, so that's great. I was afraid they're gonna change the voice actor yet again and just made somebody with a not that great quality for voice acting, but no. They kept Roger, and yes, the other cast is there as well. Probably, I don't think they're gonna replace anyone, so that's great to hear because. So I have to be honest, Roger is my favorite English voice actor of Sonic, the current one. I did like Ryan, but now he is just I don't know. Now that I've been listening to Roger for some time, I don't know. Now I can't. Now I can't think of Sonic with other voice type. Now the current voice is stuck in my head, and that's the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now Roger does a good job, so yeah, pretty much. And the redesign of Sonic is fine. Tails and Amy look okay. I don't have any complaints. So yeah, the overall models are great. I would say for their purpose of promoting it in America. Except for Knuckles, I really don't like the model, I have to be honest. They could have just kept the old model that Sonic team provided and just put some bandages and maybe a bit change face, I don't know, but the body proportions were fine. They could have used the same body proportions like Sonic has, just making maybe maybe Knuckles with a bigger fists, and yeah, you got redesign basically. I don't know why they needed to make him like he's on steroids, but that's basically what they went with. I don't really like that. And that's not all. That is not all. There is a game based off this upcoming cartoon as well. It's called Sonic Boom. It's apparently part of the Nintendo and Sega partnership still, because it's only on the Wii U and the 3DS, so we still need to wait some time to get the next gen Sonic game on the PS4 and the Xbox One, because we all know that the contract with the Nintendo and Sega will not last forever, except if they don't decide to expand it, but that will just happen if the sales go like a crazy and they see, which I think would be kinda unfair. I want Sonic to be on the Nintendo systems, but also on the other ones, so. And it also makes more sense because bigger audience and more sales, so yeah. But I guess they kind of wanted to try with Nintendo. I don't mind, Nintendo is a good company, so yeah. There is a game based off Sonic Boom upcoming. There's a trailer, you can guys see it. I'm gonna be leaving a description down below so you can watch it. And honestly, I have to say, I don't really like it. I'm sorry, but it doesn't have to do with the characters. As I said, the models, except for the Knuckles, are more or less okay. I do think they are inferior compared to Sonic Team models, but they're still fine. I don't hate them. They're much better than the Pac-Man redesign. Later, I'm gonna make a comparison with Pac-Man about something, but for now, yes, they're making a game, and it is. Gonna be on the CryEngine, I believe, the CryEngine 3, which is new for the Sonic games because they're usually on the Hedgehog engine or the older ones on the Havoc engine. So this is something new. It could be interesting experiment, but I seen the gameplay and it just kind of looks like too much like a Ratchet and Clank in my opinion. Because I don't know why would they go with that style for Sonic, but then again, Sonic Team is not making the game, it's the other studio, and some people who are in the studio are actually people from Naughty Dog, and they most likely did something with Crash in the past as well. So yeah, that's the interesting information about the game. But honestly, I saw the trailer and it's just my opinion, people. Remember, I'm not saying it's bad game overall. I just personally don't like it, and I don't know, I just like Sonic Team games better, but then again, they're the ones who own Sonic rights. This company probably made a deal with them just to make a game and promote a cartoon, which is of course a Sega accepted cartoon because it gives them money and there's more Sonic promotion in America. The cartoon will not be coming in Japan, and it has been confirmed that Japanese Sonic will stay in Japan, and yeah. Now, what I actually want is Japan to have their own new Sonic anime, because as much as I like this CGI of Sonic Boom, it really looks nice, the graphics are phenomenal, and honestly, I have to say that I talked with some people who are not even a Sonic fans, and heck, this show looks interesting even to them, so just, this really works. This really works. It's a great idea for expanding a Sonic franchise, even on the. So if some people that I know that they're not the fans of the Sonic series like the trailer for the show, then it really works and it's going to make Sonic bigger than ever worldwide. As for the Japan, I wish they make their own new anime in the same style like Sonic X was, but of course improved graphics because now we're in 2014 and I'm gonna assume that the animation can be better than back when the Sonic X was new. So yeah, that's something I kinda wish for. The game, it's still too early to judge it because it's just one trailer and maybe it gets improved later on, but so far, I don't like it that much. Also, the Sonic team confirmed that this is not going to be the main part of the games. Sonic Boom is apparently its own canyon. It's not a part of the main canyon. It's just its own. Just like we have Sonic the games, and we also have Sonic Archie canyon, which is different from the games. So now this is the third canyon. Also doesn't have anything to do with the games. So yeah, it's its own thing, and it's not going to be a brand new thing for all the future games. They're probably gonna have this Sonic Boom game to promote, maybe make some sequels in the Sonic Boom universe, but that's not gonna be by Sonic Team. Sonic Team is still gonna stick with their own formula and the Sonic we all know from the current games like Sonic Lost World, Sonic Colors, Generations, yeah, those characters and that design. So there you have it, my opinions on the Sonic Boom and the recent happenings with Sonic. So this really works. I'm gonna watch this on Cartoon Network when it starts getting broadcast. It's definitely worth my time. It's not horrible, and I'm gonna make some comparison. Now we all know that Pac-Man was rebooted as well. Now the main problem with the Pac-Man is that the Pac-Man is sadly probably gonna stick this design in the games from now on, because Pac-Man World design, as much as we all love it, that design is actually made by Americans. This design of Pac-Man from the Ghost Adventures, I'm not talking about the story or other characters, but just Pac-Man alone, is created by the Japanese people, because Pac-Man Party is made by Namco and he had the same design there. Now, the plot for the show was created by the Americans. They invented the other characters, but they used the design from Pac-Man Party. And Pac-Man was... I found this out thanks to Ultimate Random Gamer. Pac-Man was always portrayed in Japan. That was confirmed in some interview. He was portrayed as an adult with a childish heart. Basically, Pac-Man 2, that's how he should act in the view of the Japanese people. Now, as much as I love Japanese, I like the American Pac-Man better, honestly. And I hope Namco realized that they can make the Pac-Man games not the ones canon with ghostly adventures, because the game really sold bad. The reviews were mixed, and overall the game was not that successful. Now, it's not a bad game overall, it's okay, but yeah, they can do better. The Namco needs to develop their own game, not the other studio, so yeah. Namco should learn from Sega and the Sonic team how they can still split the franchise into two canyons and keep making Ghost Adventures for the kids, keep promoting toys, but also give something to the old fans. That's what I recommend to Namco to do. As for Sonic, the future of Sonic has never been so bright as right now. This is indeed a great happening. The ideas of Sonic Boom are great so far. I watched the trailer and it's really nice, but I just wish the game was looking more promising. But maybe it's gonna improve, I don't know. But so far, I'm not really interested in picking the game up if it stays this way as shown on the trailer. Show, on the other hand, looking forward to watch it and looking forward to see the Sonic team actually planning with a Japanese Sonic. That's pretty much it. Già, matane!